Yeah, this is Point Black. Coming in with another boom pip. Line ass lips. We coming with the facts. And we gonna crack some backs. We coming with that flow. Street from the barrio. We coming with the heat. From the motherfucking street. This is PBNN. With Black. National News. The late edition. You know what I'm saying? Right there on the ride. So today, you know what I'm saying, we hearing a lot of conspiracy shit going on. A lot of people is coming up with a whole lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? And we understand why. Because by now, people should have had a hint of something to somewhat understand what is going on. You know what I'm saying? When we look overseas, we see the Brazilian president. You know, I think his name is Jair. I don't know how he says his name. Bolsonaro, Bolsonaro suggested that COVID-19 may have possibly developed in a lab as a new form of warfare, a conspiracy theory that has been, discredited by international health organizations and is the latest misinformation push by a right-wing leader. Well, for a right-wing leader to say something like that, first of all, he had to have some kind of understanding based on his theory. Who dismissed it as theory not being true was not everyone. It was an organization based on saying that. So it's hearsay. Don't give me that garbage. Don't give me that garbage. Stop saying that, because who was the one did the investigation to say that is not true? What this man is saying. We can't dismiss his theory. You know what I'm saying? You're saying the International Health World Organization has dismissed it as misinformation. But who's in charge of the International Health World Organization, and what organizations do they belong to, and what secret society and Luciferian garbage do each one of them or any one of them that's working there may be in charge that's driving the forum? Don't come with that garbage. No one believes you. You have never proven the truth and the facts. And the truth and the facts of it is scrupulated, mixed up, and garbage. You know what I'm saying? It's a new virus. Nobody knows whether it was born in a laboratory or because a human ate some animal they shouldn't have had. Shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? So, Bolsonaro said Wednesday, according to French press agency, the AFP, the Health World Organization said last Monday, that the lab leak theory was extremely unlikely. Well, how do we know that? We're not the Health World Organization. That's a group of people could be run by Bill Gates and the Spark Foundation and the rest of them clowns. So don't give us that garbage. The Health World Organization, you know what I'm saying, is extremely unlikely. And that the virus was most likely transmitted from human by bats. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've lived around bats most of my life, and they've never transmit a damn thing. So how did it transmit from them? What, they ate it? Okay, so now we have the ate it story, because we know full well no bat came around. No one. Bats don't even really like coming close to humans sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lie. You know, a bat through, though the official note, Chinese authorities had been less than transparent during the investigation. Whether they're less than transparent or not still does not prove the theory that that's where it came from. So if the Chinese people decide to be non-transparent in their own country, they have a right to. So somebody's lying somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to put it all on the Chinese. Cut that out. And stop attacking Asian people. You don't have the facts. You have word of mouth of other people saying garbage. You know what I'm saying? And throwing the heat on them to get the heat off of them so they can do the garbage that they do and proceed down the road that we're going. You know what I'm saying? The military knows all about the chemical, biological, and radiological warfare. You know, Bolsonaro said, could we be fighting a new war? I wonder. Me too. You know what I'm saying? Which country's GOP has grown the most? Good question. Good question. His comments were widely interpreted as a jab at China. No, it wasn't. He was not jabbing at China. And stop conscripting the president's words. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Whoever was recording what he was saying at the time and reporting the article is saying that. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you look at the whole thing of it and you go back, it says that, you know, he was saying that they said it came from a little bat. You see what I'm saying? And it's a conspiracy theory. Has been directed by International Health Organization, and in the latest misinformation pushed by a right-wing leader. You know what I'm saying? It is a new virus. Nobody knows whether or not it was born in a laboratory because a human ate some small animal they shouldn't have. That's what he said Wednesday, according to the French press and the AFP. Now, the World Health Organization last month, you know what I'm saying, that the lab leak theory was extremely unlikely. He didn't say nothing about no China. Who said anything about that? It says the Health World Organization said last month that the lab leak theory was extremely unlikely and that the virus was most likely transmitted by human to human by bat. Though the official note noted Chinese authorities were less than transparent. That's what the Health World Organization said. He ain't took no jab at no China. He was just saying where it came, where they were saying that it came from. And they're trying to conscript the man's word. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's down here. You know, he has comments were widely interpreted as a jab to China. So who interpreted that it was a jab at China? Need to get off the bullshit. Because nobody was taking no jabs, and the president of Brazil or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He was not saying that. He was not saying that at all. He was not taking no jab at no China. So stop saying that. You're ramping up these people to look at Chinese people or Asian people and do crazy shit to them. And they still have not found out who threw that acid in that girl face, and I really wish we would find out. But, you know what I'm saying? Stop taking jabs and blaming it on someone just explaining something based on what you already have told them that it is and where it came from. That's garbage. It's not no job of China. Stop saying that. You know what I'm saying? Which is seeing its economy, bounce back after largely controlling, you know what I'm saying, its coronavirus breakout. You know, Bolsonaro is no stranger to making controversial comments. Neither does the Health World Organization and anti-fascist. You know what I'm saying? Don't come with that nonsense. You know what I mean? You're known to be making controversial comments about coronavirus pandemic and an ongoing Senate, inquiry is investigating his administration pandemic response. Yeah, so you could keep him in trouble. But he did not take no jabs at no China. And I wish people would stop saying that and stop attacking Asian people. That really does not make any kind of sense at all. Everybody has their historical groove in which we know they have done and is guilty of. But just going out and doing that for no apparent reason to just people walking by, in the same boat as you because they're probably just as confused or not, doesn't give you the right to go around hitting them with a hammer. Don't do that. Stupid. You know what I mean? The investigation needs to go down based on a lot of things, all the way from the beginning to end. And we know full well there is something going on based on the Democratic and the left-wing party doing a bunch of garbage. Now we wondering how many on the right-wing party side is involved. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't sliding or gliding. You know what I'm saying? We got our eye on all of that and then some. You know what I mean? So we need to keep our eye on the prize. Now I see Facebook and Instagram are threatening to get something. For the first time in history, Facebook and Instagram are threatening to pay. No. Ooh. This is not a joke. The company the company runs by Mark Zuckerberg is issuing the $1. He must be seeing his Facebook falling off. Like I said, if Zuckerberg don't release on Donald Trump, then we all should let Zuckerberg go. Because now we know you're Illuminati, Freemason, or some garbage society, blood-sucking looking clone, and you have the nerve to block the president of the United States over some garbage in which you are involved in. Don't tell me that, or you would not be sitting up there saying the same thing they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Chris Cuomo, brother embattled. Governor Cuomo says Matt Gaetz would be the CNN anchor. Cuomo suggested on Tuesday that the representative Matt Gaetz, or whatever his name is, Republican of Florida, sorry to mess up your name, who has been swept up in his sex scandal. Oh boy, it would be a goner if he was. Boom. So now they all blaming each other here and there and shaking the beer over garbage. But they need to find out why these guys have any kind of sex scandal at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I mean? So we have to look into what's going on even when it comes to our police department and certain things that may be going on in the government all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no way that this thing has spread all over the world all at the same exact time, on the same exact day. I don't give a damn whether it's happening in one country, then two countries, then three countries. It happened all over the globe. And Anthony Fauci, the weasel, is calling himself going over to some kind of summit talking about a global threat. So we still trying to find out what Anthony Fauci, the weasel, is talking about. You know what I'm saying? We even have a New York City top cop. You know what I'm saying? It's a surefire way. He said he has a surefire way of dealing with Governor Cuomo, concerned about the subway safety. He said, you should do what I do. I stopped listening a long time ago. Police commission, Dermot Shea, I think his name, sorry, messed up the name, Chief. You know what I'm saying? Said on Fox 5 Friday. You know what I'm saying? Friday morning. You know what I'm saying? He said Friday morning about Governor Cuomo's comments earlier this week. You know what I mean? That the NYPD needs to do more to protect, you know what I'm saying, strap hangers, or whatever they call that garbage you talking about. Just say what you gonna say, Governor Cuomo, because crime is crime and the name is the name. We don't need no special names in order to describe what the hell is going on the subway. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people talk about legendary and they all from New York and all kinds of garbage. Where the guardian angels at? You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that fuckery. There should be more people riding that subway to protect the common citizens of New York State and New York City as a whole. The governor made remarks Monday while announcing, you know what I'm saying, while announcing that the full overnight service would resume May 17th. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to me and don't play me as if I'm a fool, said Governor Cuomo. Well, I got news for you, Mr. Cuomo. You already did that. Nobody had to do that for you. Or try to accuse you of it. You know what I mean? You know, don't play me for the fool. Have you been on the subway, he asked, because I have. You know what I'm saying? And I am not telling my child to ride the subway. I guess not. Especially the garbage that you do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Governor Cuomo needs to do and stay off the chief's back. Leave the top cop alone because he don't need your garbage as much stress as he already got coming from the demon Democrats and having to do what he got to do. Because y'all got him, but may have him by a little bit of something. You know what I mean? And I hope not. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So we're looking at all kinds of changes going on out here that is swinging left and swinging right. You know, we don't need any more stress on what is already going on with this situation, with this thing. You know what I'm saying? We have even the CDC. You know, we got Nancy up there. You know what I'm saying? What her name is? Messinero, Narrow, or whatever. Sorry, messed up your name, but you sound like Freemason to me. You know what I'm saying? Who first warned the U.S. about Corona? You know what I'm saying? And you got Robert Redfield sitting up right next to her with his evil-looking cue ball corn self. You know what I mean? Another lumphead. You know what I'm saying? Like Bob Marley said, we need to chase them out of town. But at the same time, we see her now up there trying to say this and the third about it. And we care not to speak about anything she has to say because who she's speaking to ain't the people. She's speaking to some of the garbage. You know what I'm saying? I see three of the switching subject off them fools because they're gonna continue to do no matter what you say, and then they're censoring your shit online when you say certain things so they can continue down the road ramping this thing up till they get to martial law. That's all they're trying to do. Once they get that, they're gonna force everybody else to be in that garbage with them. And ain't nobody doing that fuckery. You know what I mean? And they ain't gonna stop, you know what I'm saying, even with the Pfizer Boteen tech. You know what I'm saying? It's full and approved and ready to go. You have California first ever yearly pollution decline. So we're looking at good things happening when it comes to the environment. You know what I mean? We're really looking at a whole lot of things going on, you know? And we still see there is, you know, a situation story that has now brewed up, you know, but I'm going to say because, and I believe it, but I'm going to say alleged. Excuse me. I'm going to say alleged as it's concerned because I have not seen it. They have taken pictures of it, but I have not seen it. Saying there are bodies from the beginning of COVID-19 that are still stored in the refrigerator on the waterfront over there in Brooklyn. Now we need to find out why they are still there, and we also need to do some autopsies on those bodies to find out the real causes of a lot of those deaths based on what they said. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at hundreds of. The headline is hundreds of COVID victims' bodies were still in refrigerator trucks on the New York waterfront. You know what I'm saying? And we really need to come to grips with what's going on with that garbage because we want to know why it is we have this still happening and nothing has been taken into consideration based on the loss of these lives to come to the conclusion of the truth. All we have is a rush job right down to where we are now. Now we're seeing all kinds of goodies and little trinkets coming out in order to convince you to get bang, you know what I'm saying? And then when you get bang, you're going to be right in it for the next bang, you know what I'm saying? And then another bang, and then another bang, and then another bang. How many bangs you going to take? 6 months to 90 days, you're going to need another bang. So you're going to get a whole lot of bang for a while. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at, it's crazy. And we have news, like even headline news about these bodies that's on the waterfront. What's going on with that? And like I said, I haven't seen it basically, and I would like it to be proven and understand if it is, and I believe it, but at the same time, we still going to use the word alleged. But we want to know the proof in the pudding because the headlines and the accusations were made, so we need to find out why they are still there. And in any state or county or any part of the planet where this have occurred, we really need to know where and how many have been put into these refrigerators and put on the waterfront, even in LA. You know what I'm saying? And different places. We need to find out. It was even looking at when Epstein had him at Fresh Island over there. I mean, all kinds of clouds are popping out the woodwork from the left to the right, you know what I'm saying? About all kinds of conspiracies and mass confusion, you know what I'm saying? So we know this is what they like. Like I said before, this is what they like, you know what I'm saying? So we need to find out more information on these things, you know? We have Biden talking about the jobless market, you know what I'm saying? When he the one caused the situation to happen in the first place. But he up there talking about a weak job market. Yeah, he should have did something about that a long time ago. Now we see that Derek Chauvin, 3 former officers have come up on the radar, you know what I'm saying, in the former officers indicted on federal civil rights charges, you know what I'm saying, has come up on the screen, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? The federal grand jury Friday has indicted Derek Chauvin and the three other officers of Minneapolis, officers for the civil rights violation relating to the death of George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Why it matters? The new charges, the new charges mean that the officers could face another high-profile criminal trial following a year-long racial reckoning across the nation. Well, that's why they did it, was to cause confusion across the nation. So everybody would be in turmoil, not be worrying about early voting boxes being put out there, not even worrying about mail-in ballots, not worrying about none of that shit, and not worrying about a whole lot of shit. And this is a driving mental capacity in many different ways, other than the way it should have went, based on understanding what really happened. You know what I'm saying? The details, the grand jury indicted Chavez or whatever his name is, sound like a damn Latino, in two cases for kneeling on George Floyd's neck. Yeah, because he felt he could do it because y'all told him probably to do it. He's working for Antifa and Evo and the even Democrats, Luciferian garbage. And, you know what I'm saying, on his neck for more than 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel it was longer than that, because you intended to kill him in front of the world. And that everybody will go into some chaotic eruption, because it seems like every time you want to do that, you kill a black man and a few of them in order to cause civil unrest. For whatever reason of distraction that they may be working on a scheme, if you know what I mean. So they need to be convicted and no appeal. You know what I'm saying? Because it was blatant murder based on a natural man, a black man at that, natural man, you know what I'm saying, on this planet. You know what I'm saying? So nobody is going for that bullshit, because if you can't prove otherwise, you can laugh the fuck all you want. But we are what we are, and that's the way it's going to be. We damn sure ain't you. You know what I'm saying? They might have been corrupted by you, but they're still not you. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like y'all like eating us for some reason. You know what I mean? So we got to keep our eye on the crazy tail. You know what I'm saying? Now they talking about even hitting you them shots, vaccine shots, tourist time in Central Park. You know what I'm saying? You know, we see my man Carlson out there still banging on their chest as usual. You know, we see a whole lot of different things. Like I said, it's important for us to look at even the very situations, even in our own neighborhood, and based on scientific understanding when it comes to your life. You cannot just keep saying what they're saying, because they're conscripting people's words and science and research as a whole. And when you say anything about it, they don't want you to say that, because they have launched a plan in order to captivate the minds of the world. Now you just got to understand that you can take it for whatever conspiracy theory that you want, and whatever is good for you, and you think you need to do it, then you need to go out there and do what you got to do. But you also should have your eyes and your ears open at all times. You know what I'm saying? Even they tried to tell Tucker Carlson. Now they're beginning to rush up on Tucker Carlson and try to conscript him because he's, I guess, anti-vaccines. You know what I'm saying? Which I am too. I'm not in that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no sixth grader, and I'm not stupid. You are lying somewhere deep, and I know it from the very beginning. So we ain't no fooling me. You might have fooled everybody else off, but you ain't fooling me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of situations even coming back up based on Russia interference in a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? The big lie, the COVID misinformation. It's all coming back to Russia. You know what I'm saying? Where we see, you know what I'm saying, where we we really don't know. A lot of it is still alleged. You know what I'm saying? As we see. You know what I'm saying? We can't really ever know all the truth. You know what I'm saying? How will we know that? If Russia meddled, where's the evidence? Again, who's saying it? Same as coronavirus. Who's saying it? You see what I'm saying? Same as if you see bodies and and they told you they died from coronavirus. Who's saying it? You know what I'm saying? You need to wake up and come up the booty. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to put everything on Trump, I noticed lately. Trying to say, Mike, what's his name? William Barr or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And all this scrupulation garbage. It's still alleged and hearsay. We don't have none of the documents and memos and demos and all that. You know what I'm saying? You need more concretable evidence than hearsay, because what I read and saw on the news, it is still hearsay and garbage to me. You know what I'm saying? Because we really can't tell the truth, but we are still learning new facts, as they say, about former President Donald Trump campaign and administration. You know what I'm saying? The war, you know, perception. While Trump can spread misinformation on Twitter, which is a shame. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't need to. He's not spreading no misinformation, because some of the things he's saying, I do. I don't believe, because I'm not a child, but I would really like those facts to be followed up. While Trump can't spread misinformation on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, ever again, or Facebook, you know what I'm saying, for at least, I guess, the next 6 months. We learned on Wednesday, so you silence Trump, but you're still talking your mouth. We learned Wednesday, we're starting to get a clear, a clear sense, a clear sense of the line between misinformation in 2016, misinformation in 2020, and how it might take, how it might look now that the majority of the GOP, you know what I'm saying, of the GOP is in, mainline misinformation going forward. You know what I'm saying? Still here, say, you fooling nobody. The 2016 version of misinformation came from Russia. Still alleged, we don't have the facts, you do. So who's saying it? You know what I'm saying? Did Trump 2016 campaign, interact with Russia? And, did those Russians send information back, to the Kremlin? You know what I'm saying? Somebody showed, yes. I wonder who said that. The Treasury Department made a revelation of Russia 2016 interference in April, announcing new sanctions for the Russian attempted election meddling in 2020. That is still hearsay, and to me it's alleged. So you're still not coming with enough bare facts, especially coming from the Treasury Department. For real? That's not the Federal Reserve. I don't respect the Treasury Department at all. They're crooks. They're World Bank thieves and all kinds of, probably even genocide countries, and doing all kinds of garbage. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at it. It has long been suspected, but never, explicitly stated by the U.S. Government. You know what I'm saying? So we look at that I don't know how to say this boy, but pass internal information, and I'm not gonna say his name. I'll call him KK. He passed internal information or internal. He passed internal Trump campaign data. You know what I'm saying? Data from former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort, whatever, is still alleged to me, to Russia intelligence service. The announcement Thursday established a simple and direct, you know what I'm saying, a simple and direct channel of communication from the upper, well, I don't know what the word that is, echelon or whatever, of the, which is some probably Luciferian word, if you ask me, of the Trump campaign to Russia's agency that were meddling in to help Trump win. That's a bold-faced lie, and it's still alleged. You haven't proved it to the world. You were just saying it, same as coronavirus and the way you tried to concoct the whole story. Of course, the election went down in tangibility, and so did corona go down in intangibility of your mentality being surfaced into something that you had no choice but to believe it was true, based on the type of attack that came in. Back to whether Trump actions may have been criminal, you know what I'm saying, is the case. We were led by then the Attorney General William Barr. Boom, like I said, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of this is alleged to me, and they could just, go on with their foolish self. It's still an attack on Trump, and you still trying to discredit the man's name. The demon Democrats are stopping nothing to keep their ass in power, because they know the minute they lose that power, they are finished. They're going to be prosecuted and tried for treason if they're ever caught. So they need to get their act together and get this country right. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get your retirement these days. You know what I mean? You got to wait till you're 72 and dead in order to see any kind of retirement. You know what I'm saying? While you work a back-breaking job for many years in cold, ice, rain, fire, while they sit up there and suck off the world's wealth and try to stick something in us and give us the bang, but nothing at all to sustain. So, may Ra stay for he is the glory of it all, and without him I will not survive. Blessed be the mother's womb that give forth life all over the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? In her cosmic overstanding, not no pagan. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said in the general, as quote, the young, strong, and glorious General Sarah Sultan Seti, the general. He quotes, "No man proceeds his mother, nor woman, or anyone, all, even animals, even the ants. No one proceeds his mother, and by the will of the man, she accepts him into her womb, he is able to flourish, and she provides the life." I say, this is not the S-O-N, but the S-U-N. This is Point Black, PBN, and National News, the late edition. 1.